I went to Crossroads High School, actually, and a lot of people say they either never heard of it or they're like, wow, that's a small school. And, you know, I've done a lot of things in Crossroads. I've done acting, I've done football, I've done powerlifting, I've done so many other UIL activities. But, you know, esports was just so big in my heart. And I've been that gaming nerd that they call them, you know, in the background, because it's just what I like to do. It's really something I've done as a kid. And then, you know, I was able to make friends along the way. So. TVCC was close by, it was close to my friends and my home, and it was also financially very nice. I don't think any other college could beat that, and also it was just the closest opportunity for me to really make something happen. The first organization was Student Government Association. That started pretty much the 2 years in TVCC. There was really no programs because everything was locked down, and when I went, I decided to pretty much stick with it. And whenever I went back and said, this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna practice being a leader and even just do any other events that they offer, that's when I met James Jones. James Jones was my head coach when I went to esports, actually. He asked me, what game do you play? I'm like, I play a lot, but none of the things he listed. he didn't list any of the ones that I was really good at, and the ones that I have played before, they weren't in that scene. So he said, why don't you try Rocket League? Rocket League was my first esports game for collegiate. And I was just like, yeah, let me try it, let me see how it goes. I practiced every single day, at least like 6 to 8 hours. And I know that sounds crazy because like, wow, you were in SGA, you're a full-time student. I also did a part-time job at the time, and then you were practicing. Like, yeah, I was able to manage that and was able to go through and really make it to the top. And I was able to get the top 2% in ranks in less than a year. And then I was able to compete in the collegiate scene in NJCAAE. And then we were able to get undefeated in one of our seasons with a couple teammates of mine. Shout out to Havoc and Sam. They really were awesome teammates, and my coach really helped us out develop this type of team that was able to go far and then transfer those skills into other things that we're doing. If you really want to do esports, I would say set the bar and actually, you know, go for your dream. Because I will say that whenever I started young, I never thought I'd be here. If it wasn't for esports, I don't think this would happen. The way that I have pursued in this career, even my job right now, I work at a tech company, and if it wasn't for esports, I don't think it would happen. If you really want to try and go for it, and I can tell anybody this, because I became that one player that was low ranked, never was good at it, then really tried my hardest, practice every day to get to the top. It's possible for anybody to do it. Everybody has to start somewhere, and as long as you are passionate and wanting to go for it, then you can actually do it. When it comes to the competitive level and you're wanting to go pro, a lot of pro players really go down to the nitty-gritty and say, if we're gonna get better, I have to have a routine, I have to have a schedule, I have to sleep well, I have to have a good diet, and I have to have that high-end mental to where I can push through that stressful situations and flow through it. It's just like an athlete. Athletes around the world are trying to compete to get to the top, and what they have to do is have the mentality of, I want to win, and if I have to win, I want to do whatever it takes to get there. And that's sometimes having to work out every day, have that diet, and then even study other professional players of how they made it. And some people are more extreme than others, but at the end of the day, it's really who wants it more. And it comes down to those little details. If people are wanting to do what they love most and they're nervous about it, don't be afraid. I'm not gonna lie, I was afraid. I was afraid of going against these teams because they've been doing it for so much longer than me. They've also played the game longer, or they just had that experience. If I could do it, anyone can do it. It only just takes one step at a time. The people around me has been so great to me and been a very big impact. In coaching, you know, James Jones and TJ Jacobs have been so kind to me and dear to me. They've helped me out so much to become a person of who I am. And even in an SGA, you know, I got Courtney Skiles and all of the people that were there helped me with my leadership skills. And all of them combined, and with the people that I've met and even helped out, it really gave me stuff that I could bring along the way. And now to this day, you know, I can't thank them enough to really help me in the direction I'm going, because one day if I ever make it up there, it was them that really started it all along. So I've been appreciating that every day. TVCC was an experience for me, and it was a great experience because it really pursued that college life that they always praised about, and it really brought a lot of opportunities for me, especially when it came to that era when COVID happened. And I really appreciated everybody that really helped me out throughout the time when I was going there. Even though it was only like 2 years, it actually was probably one of the best 2 years of my life, because it really helped me out throughout trying to develop my character, my personality, and the skills that I've been always wanting to work on. And I really did appreciate everyone that really helped me out. My name is Alex Marston, and I am TVCC.